Okay. I'm pretty sure audio is going to work. Just going to mute this for a second. All right, we're back, or I'm back. We're all back together. Got my little tiny microphone on, so you guys don't have to listen to traffic. Hopefully it's working. I need to put this in my pocket now. Okay, today's live stream. I'm not even remotely set up for this. I thought I'd just do it off the cuff. It's kind of in the middle of a few things here and there, and somebody had sent in a question, and I apologize for not actually knowing or remembering who it was. I can look it up. It said, how would you go about trailer loading a horse that's been injured before? It just so happens I've done that. There was this horse that had been split open in its side, and I know you guys are looking at nothing, so I'm just going to come into view. Anyways, the horse that I was just making sure audio is working, because nobody said that it's working yet, so I got to test it myself. Sounds good. Okay, shut that down. Anyway, so the horse that I had worked with was it did a big split in its side, got caught on some bolt or some piece of the gate or something like that, and it was a lot of trouble to get. I mean, I don't know if it was any trouble to get in before that. I'd never known the horse or the owners before that, but it wouldn't go in anymore. So I was asked to work with it for a couple of months, and some other stuff, groundwork, trailering, things like that, which go hand in hand. And in the end, it was fine. Horse got through pretty good, and then it was up to the owner to work on it some more. She did great. Now the horse travels around. So yeah, trailering is hard. It's hard for people more than horses, because you know they struggle with it. Okay, I'm gonna go get a couple of. Anyway, so the horses can struggle with it, but it's probably more scarier for us because we get squished by them when they go a little silly and step on us and stuff, push us into the wall. Can stand on the halter in case you guys are wondering what's going on. And I'm gonna need the truck and trailer. So, okay, one thing at a time. I just thought I'd get the live stream started up. It takes a little while for some people to discover it or get an email or notifications. So, before I really get into things too far, thought I'd just have a little prep time here. I'm gonna put Springer and Luke in right now, and then we'll get the truck and trailer in as well. These guys are a little bit entertaining lately. Not sure why, but they like to. Oh, Gracie and Baby are lying down together. How adorable. Gracie and Baby, Piggy and Baby, Gracie. Okay, come on, Springer. You need some exercise, man. Trailer loading is really important. Can't really stress how important it is. You never know when you're going to need to trailer a horse. I apologize if the audio gets any bit staticky while we're doing this. Sometimes it works great. Other times, a little staticky. I also do not have an assistant today. She is working. So I'm on my own. So if you guys are writing anything, I'll have to actually actively check right now. Let's see. audio's good. A little staticky, eh? Alright, I'm gonna mute it for now. Okay, so while you guys wait for me to finish getting ready, I figured I'd just put these boys in. I'm gonna need one of them anyways. Can't do horse trailer training without a horse or a trailer. So I'm gonna need one of those too. Been working on yard stuff today, quite a bit. They're not moving at all. I wonder if I should put Roni in. Yeah, we'll keep it quiet for now. Okay, so I need a truck and trailer. So I'm gonna get that next. It's just up there. Just gotta drive it in. Hopefully without letting the horses out. Let's see if there's any questions first, actually. Just double check with you guys. Okay, microphone's good. All right, what do we got? I don't expect this to be very popular video because I didn't say I was going to be live. But let's see if we've still got any static. No, it sounds good. Picking up an echo. Okay, I'll shut that off. All right. So we got 9 people. That's cool. Gate's too far away. Yeah, I can mute my microphone when I need to. Let's see. A little bit of static. Yeah, it's expected. Microphone only travels so far. Little tiny antennas and stuff. The arena is at least, I mean, from here to the end of the arena is about 200 feet. So if the microphone actually went that far, I'd be kind of surprised. Okay. Let's go get a truck and trailer. You guys can watch these guys roll and do their thing, whatever they're gonna do. But maybe I'll talk a little bit as I go about hooking up the trailer. Now I had a beverage somewhere around here. I've placed it down somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, baby and Piggy are lying down having a little snoozy snooze in the paddock. You guys can't see him, but now Luke does really well with Springer, pushing them around, getting some exercise. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'm in the truck. Oh, got the radio going. Okay. Yeah, I'm just hooking up the trailer, so bear with me while I do that. Something needs oil. Okay, trailer's almost hooked up. Take the wheel chocks. Of course, the boys are just standing around. Little squeaky. There we go. A couple more minutes and I'll be in the arena. Talking about horse trailer. Loading. Things to think about, things to do. Alright, that's done. Luke's still exercising. Poor Springer. going on, boys? I need you guys to go somewhere else. There's a handy tool. And that's that. Just a little wavy wave of the whip. Tells Luke to leave. Springer follows. And the story. Once I'm in the arena, I'll close the gate here. Take off. The other way, boys. Okay. So let's see. I think I'll try to park in the middle. Luke's excited. Springer's excited. I don't recall if Springer's that good at trailer loading. When he arrived, it was just on some truck that brought him from a long ways away, so he might not be thinking too much about trailers. Oh. They're just following the trailer right now. Because Luke's on the back of the trailer, maybe. Yeah, I need to back up. These nincompoops are in the way. Get out of the way, you guys. I don't know, probably somewhere around there should be just fine. E-brake is on. We're good to go. Yeah, something like that should be okay. This is good timing. I was actually just thinking about doing, I wonder if YouTube's still running. Usually it crashes. So let's find out. Still running. Cool, man. All right. I don't know. It's a little far, isn't it? Luke gets a little excited when the trailer comes out. So he might be a good candidate. Plus, I need to work on him for a couple of things. What's up, man? That's you on there. What do you think? It's your picture. Luke's on the back of the trailer. If you haven't seen the video yet, it's called Horse Trailer Awareness Month or something, whatever I called it, something like that. And the idea being that a lot of horse trailers get in accidents because people, other drivers, tailgate. So a friend came up with this idea. He said, you should put a big picture on there of you and your horse. I thought, hey, that sounds like fun. Let's do it. And then after I did it, I thought, oh, a little too ostentatious for me, but it's done now. So there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's talk about, actually, you know what? I just remembered I've got to clean out a little bit of poop in there. Hang on a second. But while I'm doing that, let's talk about horse trailer loading and why it's important. First and foremost, even if you never go anywhere with your horse and you say, I don't go to shows or I don't need to go anywhere or whatever, you never know if you've got to get your horse to a vet or something, and being able to stick them in a trailer if you have one, or if your vet has one and comes to get your horse, it'll be could really make a big problem if you can't get them in the trailer. So first and foremost about trailer loading, or why you might want to trailer load. All right, weirdos, get out. It's because you might need it for health reasons. Your horse may live or die depending on whether or not you can safely and quietly get it into a trailer. That's the most important reason. Every other reason is usually just for entertainment purposes or things that you want to do with your horse. Trailer them out to some beautiful mountain or lake, trails somewhere, and enjoy your time with your horse. Okay, come on, get out of here. You guys are weird. Okay, we've got that cleaned out. I think I might move it back just a little as well so you guys can see better. But first things, we'll get this out of the way, maybe over here. So once you've got your reasoning figured out, which is, as I said, either medical or recreational or competition or whatever you say, you've decided you want to be a competition rider, you're probably not going to be competing at your house. Well, maybe. Now, aside from that, trailer loading is a good thing to do no matter what. It will help you determine whether or not you have a good rapport with your horse, good groundwork. You can tell them where to go. What was I doing next? Oh yeah, moving the truck. I need my keys. That's why I was coming up here. Guess I can check to see if there's any questions. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. That's okay. Okay, let's see. Hey David, yes, unexpected surprise indeed. Just talking about trailer loading, doesn't load great. Blah, 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 blah. Working on your horse. Yeah, okay, good, no questions. So, yeah, somebody had posted a question that just said, how do you get a horse back into a trailer that's been injured in a trailer? How do you get him past that fear and worry and stuff? So, well, simple answer is you'd work on them not really much different than you work on a normal horse that's scared to get in a trailer. Alright, I'm going to back up a little more. Probably pretty good. I just go back a little bit. Okay. Okay, you guys, settle down. Yeah, there's no reason to run around like that. It's a live stream too, so if I get killed, you guys can just, one of you can call 911. Just kidding. It'll be fine. Luke, come here. Or don't. First, you got to catch your horse to do any trailer loading. So I'm going to need to do that. What are you doing, man? You're excitable, aren't you? So if you're wondering, my horse looks like that, what do I do about it? Personally, I just chase him down a little. He's behind the truck, so I gotta go around the truck, which means he's probably gonna take off the other way. Will you stop scraping up the truck? So this video is actually not about trailer loading, it's about how to catch your horse. This may take a little bit, but I'm not going to tolerate it much longer. What are you doing, man? You look darker, like you're already sweating. Okay. So now I've caught my mangy animal. Just put him on the halter for now. Have him come with me. Slow down. You're too far ahead, especially with how excited you are. Back up. So trailer loading. As long as YouTube's still running. I don't have an assistant. I need an assistant. Yep, works fine. Hey man, just catch your breath. So while Luke catches his breath here, let's calmly talk about what we're doing. Yeah, which is trying to get a horse into it. It's super distracting. Can you breathe that way? That way? Thanks. I'm not kidding. It's like having somebody turn a fan on and off, or, you know, a horse blowing on you. A lot. So, you got to get these things in trailers. There's no two ways about it. You can't. Go away. You can't. I really would advise, if you can't do it, then have somebody come do it. You never know when that injury is good. Back up. Asked you a few times now. Stay over there. You never know when you're gonna stay over there and scratch. When you're gonna need to be able to get these things into the trailer for mostly medical. I mean, I can't. We had Macaroni. I keep telling this partial story, but Macaroni got himself hurt, and he was cut on his pastern so badly he needed stitches. The vet wasn't able to make it out. We had to trailer him there. Luckily, he trailers just great, and he got in, and off we went. Did the ultrasound, stitches, bandages, chucked him back into the trailer, and came home. No problems. We're done in 3 or 4 hours or something. And it's never happened since. Never happened before that. Never happened since. No, don't worry about him. So to get your horse into a trailer, though, the first thing you need to do is be able to have some form of control over them. And I start this stuff all the time. I talk about groundwork. And I say, can you control your horse? Can you get him to back up? Can you get him to come forward? Can you get him to back up? Maybe a little more. A little more. Back up. Don't worry about Springer. Back up more. Good. Come forward. And it's quiet stuff. Step by step, you can get that done. Right? And then, can you drive him to the side? Say, Luke, go. He says, sure, I can make it through there. Ask him to stop. Back up a little. Come back around. He says, sure. No problem. Stop. Back up a little. So Luke's pretty good. I mean, his groundwork is quite good. Just need him to catch his breath and calm down a little. I was running so hard on you, you got to catch your breath like that. We need Vinny back here. Okay, so trailers are a big deal to horses because they're usually quite dark, unless they're painted white completely on the inside. I've seen some that are painted dark blue, black, dark gray, white, half matted like mine, the black mats, and half white. And so the first thing I suggest to people is open up the windows. So I got 3 windows here on this side that come down. And when you open it up, it not only gets it nice and airy in there, but it brightens it up. Makes it much easier to see. And my windows on the other side are tinted, and they happen to all be open. Back up, you're in my way. Okay, so with it bright and open, it's where you're going to set it up for success. After you've got your groundwork, after you get your horse to move around with you, you can lead it on both sides. You can see I've switched hands. Let's double check YouTube's running or I'm wasting my time. Need an assistant. Good, we're good. So, Blue, you know, you're breathing on me, buddy. Back up. Springer's kind of interested in the trailer. That's neat. I hope he doesn't try to jump in when Luke jumps in. So Luke's really quite good at trailer loading, but Luke's biggest problem is he actually can't go out backwards. So I was going to work on that today, and I was going to double check that all my horses can get on a trailer. Even if you get your trailer loading, stay there. I said, back up. Loading pretty good. Just be good over there. Pretty good. You never know when it's just gonna maybe fall apart or something, or just not stick, or you just get a little out of practice. Back up. So keep checking it out. You never know. Not everybody has a trailer, so hopefully you can have a friend who has one that can help you out, or pop by and let you practice for an hour or two. So some horses will be really scared of the trailer itself. So let's work through a little bit of groundwork near the trailer. So sometimes you'll approach the trailer and they'll resist coming up to it, and you'll just lead them and lead them and lead them and get up to the trailer and just sort of mess around. Maybe you'll actually be able to stand up into it. Not all the time will you be able to do this. Will you be able to stand up here? I think Springer's going to add a nice touch of variability today, so this doesn't become too predictable. Thanks, buddy, for including yourself in our playtime here. So when you're up inside of the trailer, you're going to want to jump around and see what happens, because things will shake, the gates will shake and make noises, and you know, you can bang on the walls and stuff, and the horse might already be freaking out, already be pretty worried. So you check that out. You want to know when they get on, they're going to make a big sound. They're going to make a big stamp. All 4 feet are noisy, and that may get them concerned, especially if this is rattling away. What's going on, Springer? You look like you're a good little loader. Luke, I'm not ready for you yet. Back up. This video has quickly turned into how to catch your horse, talking about trailering, how to load 2 horses at the same time. What do you think they're saying right now? What are you guys talking about? I want to know. Whatever it was some kind of agreement. Stay back. I'll let you know when I need you. So I'm going to set this up for a little bit more success. And I'm going to open up both. This is a 3-horse trailer. So another thing, back up. Another thing that you can do to set it up for as much success or best chance of success as possible is get a large trailer. Relatively large. I mean, a 1-horse trailer is sometimes kind of hard. I've had to load a real spooky horse into a 1-horse trailer, and it was this tiniest little thing. And I thought for sure one of us was going to get hurt, most likely me. I didn't, luckily, but I thought I was. So, biggest trailer as you can. I got a 3-horse trailer here. A good investment. A good trailer is a good investment. They're going to last a long time, and they got great resale value, usually, if they're well kept. So with the trailer all the way open, I've got the windows all the way open. Both dividers are out. They can still, I mean, both dividers make noise. If I sort of crash them around in here, you want to know if your horse is going to freak out. Now, neither horse here seems to give a crap about shaking trailers, but I would check that out. I would stamp, I would make noise, I would crash. And then, you know, you can do your regular groundwork. You can say, hey, can you guys back up a little? Thanks. The Springer can leave because he's not got a, don't do that. Don't play with my trailer, thanks. So Luke might say, where are you going? No, no, no. Back up. I don't need you. Back up. I don't need you. Thank you. Back up more. Good. It's a quiet work. Trailer loading work is quiet work. And I remember seeing this one video. I mean, it's funny now, but it must have just been traumatic, just an awful sort of experience. But some person was at a show with a horse, and they were trying to get their horse under the trailer, and they wouldn't go. And for some reason, somebody had a wiffle bat. Now, if you don't know what a wiffle bat is, it's a bat, but it's plastic, and it's made for kids. And essentially, it has a whole bunch of holes in it, like a Swiss cheese, but back up. Stay there. I don't need you yet. It's hard to swing it. It takes you're fighting a lot of air because air gets trapped. Anyways, physics just makes it hard to swing it real fast or with much power. And then the ball you hit also has a bunch of air in it so that it doesn't travel very far. So it's called wiffle baseball, wiffle bat and ball. You play with it when you're a kid, 3, 4, 5 years old. So somebody had a wiffle bat, and they were whacking the back of the horse as hard as they could, essentially, trying to get it onto the trailer. And of course, the horse is just freaking out and not knowing what to do and getting whacked on the butt and dragged into the trailer and stuff. But essentially, there's no groundwork to that. That's not groundwork. That's mean and unkind. It doesn't teach anything. I don't know if they ended up getting that. That video went on forever. Went on, I think it was 10 minutes of whacking this horse with a wiffle bat, which hurts. I mean, as much as I say it's just a wiffle bat, it would hurt him. You don't want to try to get your horse on with pain at all. It's ineffective. It doesn't translate for future purposes, so you need to take your time. So Luke's fine, obviously. Me hanging out here is just great, so we might just try to get him to go in without me in here in a bit. But first thing I would work on is trying to lead them in. And I might just get the front feet. So once they're up here and you can pet them and touch them and scratch their ears and they're pretty comfortable and you can still stamp your feet while you're scratching them and you can make noise and you can crash on here and you can still scratch them, then cool. You've got something that they're not scared, because some horses won't even come near a trailer. They'll look at a trailer and they'll just be gone. So you have to work your groundwork closer and closer till finally you get to where this point is, where you're in the trailer. And horses will tend to go where you are. So if a horse is really afraid to get into a trailer, they'll step where you are. So you have to be pretty careful about that. If you go to lead them in, they'll want to go exactly where you are. And this applies to a lot of things, a lot of, I don't know what it is, but you go across water, you go across things like just footings, areas that are scary to horses, and they'll step wherever you are and push you over, expecting you to get out of the way. So once you've got them up to this happy little state where they're just keen to kind of hang out with you, I'd start to step back and see how they do. Are they going to pull on the lead rope? Is the halter going to go tight? Is the lead rope going to be, they're going to be hard to sort of drag in? I do not need 2 horses in here. I do not want 2 horses in here. Springer, don't follow Luke in, okay? I have to admit, I've never come across a situation where I've had to worry about having another horse jump in while I'm doing trailer loading. It would be unusual. Okay, so we want Luke to get in. So the first way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to have him pull up and see if he gives me any resistance to what I'm doing. So he gets a foot in there. And some horses will just paw and hit and paw and hit and all kinds of stuff. And they won't be able to make it in. They just can't. Their brain just says, I can't do it. And they'll step back out. So I'm going to encourage them back out, show you what it kind of looks like. And they'll back and they'll back and they'll back. And you'll be trying to pull on them. And you won't get anywhere because, you can't lead them. They're too scared to lead. But you'll have to, if you're pulling, then you got to hold until you get some kind of result. And then you get to release. So I'd try again. I'd say, hey, pay attention, Luke, little creature. So I'll get him to come up again. And over time, you'll get them to have 2. Hey, can you stop itching on there? Okay. I'll get him to haul up here and there's the front feet. They don't need your back feet yet. Plus, you need to learn how to back out of a trailer anyway. So this is your gig today, buddy. So he's got his front feet in and, they might get kind of worried and back out they go. And you didn't get them to go out. They just went out. So for a little bit, you can kind of tolerate that. You can say, sure. Yeah, okay. Well, if you need to get back out, and you pet them and you tell them they're really, really good. Just going to double check. YouTube's still running. Looks like it is. Once those front feet are looking pretty good, I'm going to start to ask him to leave where I'm stepping. So I'm going to ask him to get out of the way. But now I'm going to lead him up, but beside me. Now, Luke's a good little loader, so he just kind of hops on. But not all horses will do this. If you do get this, and they think to themselves that they'd like to leave, I would suggest letting them leave. Pet them, tell them they're good horses, make sure that they're okay. But some of them will be sweating, and they'll worked up a real, they'll be really scared and stuff. And they won't know what to do with themselves. Now, Luke sucks at backing out of a trailer, so that's what I'm working on today. So you guys get to kind of watch a little bit of what I want to work on. Springer, take off, man. So I'm going to just keep backing Luke. He knows to back up. He just doesn't know where to put his feet. Springer, take off. Okay, I got to chase him off here. Luke, I need you to back out, buddy. I need you to use your brain and figure out how to back out. Now, you may have a horse that can't back out of a trailer like mine. My other horses can, but I know that Luke can't. So this is no different than teaching a horse how to back anyways. You're going to be looking for just baby steps because he's scared. He doesn't know where to put his back feet, but he needs to figure it out. I'm doing this up close because I know he's relatively safe there. He's almost got his back feet there. I'm just going to encourage him slowly so he can figure it out. Use his brain. Be patient with your horses. Don't try to rush them. I'm going to block the forward leaning or movement or anything and have him think about only backwards. Hey, he's almost got his foot off the back. Oh, he got a little nervous. So just keep asking for back. Come on, buddy. Luke, you got to get good at this, man. You have to. If you need to take a look, then take a look. But you're not turning around. So don't let him turn around. Just be able to block that. But he needs to figure out his spatial awareness for getting out of a trailer backwards. You're not always going to be able to turn around there, short stuff. There you go. Oh, so he got a foot out there. That got him pretty worried. Try again. So you guys get to join me in this lovely trailer training session for poor Luke. Who's freaking out. Back up, buddy. Back up. Come on. So it throws his nose a little bit. You might not be able to see it, and I kind of wish I had an assistant here today, but he's going to throw his head a little bit here and there. Be careful about when horses throw their heads in trailers. They'll bonk them on the top of the trailer, and then you'll have a horse that's not interested in being in a trailer anymore. Okay, come forward for a second, pal. You got to line yourself up a bit better. There you go. Now back. And just keep encouraging the back. No different than I would do on the ground for a horse that's resistant to backing. And just keep asking for back. Don't fight the nose. If you fight the nose, they'll rear up because their back feet are stuck. There, you get a step. You can let off on your pressure. Just keep having them going back. Just keep up it's just gentle pressure backwards. So I'm getting a foot here and a foot there. It's not going to be long. Springer's looking on. Seems to be the problem. There's another foot, a back foot, a front foot. A back foot, a front, a front. Come on, big guy. You're not always going to be able to get this done close up, though, asking them back with your halter, your normal backing process. There we go. We're right on the edge. Come on, buddy. It's almost there. Just slow and steady. It's got to figure it out. It's really important. Just be patient. we got a different foot out this time. I'll encourage him back again. Let him figure out where that length is. Or the height, I mean, of the trailer. There's a front foot. Come on, Luke. He's only done this 2 times in the amount of time I've owed him. It never occurred to me that I'd really have to work on this until the day that I needed it. I thought, what happened there? Because he always just turns around in the trailer. Come on, buddy. Back up. He's a little stuck. Stuck horses will rear, put their head up, and nose off of pressure. You just sort of maintain light, gentle pressure. Now I got to get something. I've got to get just a shuffle here. I'll wiggle his nose for the backup. And just wait. Because he won't want me to wiggle his nose for too much longer. Come on, Luke. You can do it, man. You can do it. And this is what a horse looks like that is scared to load as well. They just stand there. Their feet get stuck. So I've got to get some action here. So I've got to resort to a different method of backing. Use a little more pressure up front. We'll maintain. Oh, there we go. We got a shuffle. I can lay off for a second and pet him. Okay, back up. There we go. Whoa, almost. So he knows that I'll let off if he just shuffles and gets moving a little bit. Springer, get in the way, man. There we go. Okay, Luke, your buddy's leaving you. Go get him. Now just bumping back. It's another tool. Bump. He's shuffling. He's got those back feet just up a little. Oh, no, that was forward. That's no good. There we go. Oh, come on, Luke. Get a little momentum, man. You can make it. Just be encouraging. Either they can understand English words or whatever language you choose to speak to your horse. But there we go. Oh, he's right on the edge. Okay, I'm going to bring him forward a second here. Pet him. Good boy. And back him again. Here I get a little bit of practice with backing because he can go a few steps back. You have to make sure you have a lot of time to do this kind of stuff. Trailer training is slow, patient, time-consuming work. So, just keep going. So, new tool. Back up, man. Come on. Oh, you've almost got it. Come on. Oh, his back right went off. Just got to keep encouraging him. It's scary stuff. You got to be a bigger deal than what the trailer is. Back up. Come on, Luke. So close. There. Oh, there you go. You just barely survived that one, pal. Your whole leg went off. Keep trying. Now I can say he has done this, so I know he can do it, but it scares him. So we just keep trying. Come on, man. Back up. Come on. Come on. There. We got another foot. So, try again. Bump, 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 bump. Look, you can't put your chin to your chest, pal. You just have to back up. So, just encourage him slowly. Whoop. So, when it comes to trailer loading as well, you might get the same problem where a horse just says, nope, can't do it. And you have to be the voice of reason. You have to say to them, don't worry, this will work out. Just trust me. There you go, you took another step. Not that close, but you'll get there, buddy. And the voice of reason always says, don't worry, it's okay, I'll help you through this. Because in reality, it's just a trailer. So we took another step. I'm going to let him have a think. Let him know he survived. He's still alive. His leg's not chopped off. There's a step back. I'll pet him. There's a step back. I'll pet him again. There's a step back. You pet him. Just keep reassuring him. Say it's okay. Move over, would you? Move your butt over. Move your butt over. That's good. There you go. You should still listen to the sideways stuff. Like if I say move your butt over, he should just move his butt over. There. That's all I needed. There we go. Another step, another step. Pet him. Take a break. Like I said, trailer loading is seriously time-consuming work. Okay, good job, buddy. Give me your nose. Okay, let's try again. There's a step back, come forward. Gotta practice this backwards business in the trailer. Back, back, back. Good, pat him. He needs to have a shake, let him shake. Pick his head back up, say let's go. Back. Oh, come on, get that back left over. There you go. Let's keep bugging him. Okay, so giving him a hard time. You have to reassess a little bit and just say, is this really going well? Turn him around. I'll lead him out. That's pretty good. So as you can see, Luke gets out just fine. Let's have him come back in. Don't turn around though. Now you get to back out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. So totally patient, understanding of his fear. He says, it freaks me out to put my feet back there. I can't handle that. So that's okay. I'll help you out with that. I'm waiting. Just hold and wait a little. No different than when you're loading them. If you got to load them and they're lost, you know, they can't get on. They just, in their mind, they're sure that if they get on that trailer, something bad's going to happen. And you're asking them on by leading. You better be able to hold and wait. You better have the time and the patience and the strength for it. You don't have to go to the bathroom or need a drink of water or something or some food. Better to be able to devote a bunch of time to this. Come on, Luke, back up. Back up. Springer. Say goodbye to that guy. Okay, Luke, your turn. There we go. Oh, that's just on the wild side there, pal. You're right on the edge. Yeah, how about another step? He says, oh, geez. And pet him. You know, right about here, when their heart's racing and they're not sure if they're going to live or die or get hurt. So then cause them to live or die or not. There, his foot's going on the edge. Just a little more. Come on, buddy. You can succeed today. And just hold and wait. It's impossible to fight with a horse. You're just, I mean, maybe once in a while you might win. Most of the time you just lose. And either way, even if you won, you probably lost. Just hold and wait. He's got to get past his own fear. I can't make him. Oh, that's not bad. There we go. Almost. Come on, pal. Yeah. You can see your way. There you go. Oh, he's almost there. He's just on the cusp. There we go. Everybody cheer for Luke. Come on, buddy. He's right on the edge. So I'll hold here. This is where I'll hold and wait. No different if I was loading them. I would just hold and wait for a change. Sometimes they'll fight it and they'll be really scared. You say, that's okay. That's what I'm here for. You. I had a discussion with somebody recently about having trouble with their horse, and somebody had been working with it said, well, your horse is stubborn. Knows what it's supposed to do, but it's just stubborn. And somebody might say, Luke is being stubborn. Oh, attaboy. I'll pet him. So that's okay. You almost made it out. But it's not stubborn. He's genuinely terrified he's going to fall off the end of the trailer into an abyss or something, I guess. There you go. You took another step. I'm going to maintain a little pressure here instead of letting him come in. Now I'll pet him again. Pressure. Bump, bump, bump. Wiggle, wiggle with his nose. Say, come on. Let's do this. We're in it together. It's not always going to be this nice big trailer that I'll be loading him into, maybe. So he's got to learn how to get off of a non-ramp. Actually, even some horses won't get off of a ramp trailer backwards. They just freak out. Don't know what's going on. Come on, Luke. Oh, you're almost there, buddy. You're almost there. I'm just waiting. I know when I get quiet, I'm usually just kind of looking at him thinking, come on, pal. If they start, when you're loading them, they might reach their neck way out. And when you're trying to get them off like this backwards, they might reach their head all the way in. But it's just a form of overflexion. And you just sort of have to wait it out until their feet move. You don't have a choice. That's the way it goes. I'll wiggle my rope a little too, the end of my lead rope. Let him know I'd like him to step out of my space, because I am backing him out of my space. So he understands. Luke, you got really worried there. Come on, buddy. There you go. Almost there. Oh, there it is. Okay, come forward for a second. Take a load off. Keep going. So anytime you take your horse to somebody and says, can you trailer train them? This is a lot what it should look like, which is essentially a humongous consumption of time and patience. Just to get the simplest thing done. There. He's right on the edge. Just gonna hold him lightly while I try to pet him. I don't want him to come forward. Okay, try again. There we go. Oh, almost. Now when he does get that foot out, I'm going to encourage him backwards with maybe a little bit quicker. See if we can get a change, get both back feet out. Because he's just on the cusp. Nope, I couldn't do it. You don't want to do that, pal. Come on. Off you go. Okay, come forward a second. And backwards. 1, 2. Oh, not 2, just 1. He's going to have a poop. Because he's scared. Horses, sometimes when you do trailer training, they'll just come out with so many poops, you don't know what to do with yourself. Okay, somebody clean that up. So, just have them struggle through it a bit. Come on, Luke. Now back. So, just like trailer loading though. Say it again. Unloading, having this kind of stamina for the exercise is hard. It's not an easy thing. It's not easy for you. It's not easy for the horse. No, just wait. Just be patient and wait. Apply the direction that I need him to go in. And wait. There's a step. Luke, take a breath, man. It's a lot of work. At least it's quiet today. Not much going on. There's a step. Come on, buddy. Oh, almost. He's thinking about it. He says, I can't do it. I don't have the bravery. So there are other, somebody might be asking, are there any other options? Yes, absolutely. I could put, say, some kind of ramp there, or I could get some wood that would allow him to not step down so far. Maybe as a middle ground. But every other horse can get this done. And I believe he can do it too, because he's done it in the past. Come on, Luke. You're almost there, pal. There you go. Oh. There. So I believe that I have enough patience and stamina to just get him through it. It won't be long before he just steps off backwards, because he's kind of used to it. Does it a few times, it'll be nothing. But it's the first couple of times, just like getting on the trailer when you're trying to work a horse to get on a trailer. And you get them on, and then the next time is a little bit easier, and then a little bit easier, and then a little bit easier. Oh, Luke, you almost had it, buddy. Okay, short break. Probably more for me than for him. It's a little tiring. I'm gonna wait. Okay, how do you feel, buddy? But, like I was saying, I could have the sort of the option to bring over some type of ramp or something, but he would maybe get used to that, but it wouldn't be my reality of what I expect of him on how to do this. So might as well go for the gusto. Every other horse can do it, so can he. So I'm going to encourage him back by just being pressure in front of him now. And when he takes a little step, I'm going to stop. Just keep asking. Oh, you're almost there, buddy. Yeah. Okay, keep going. So like I said, you never know which tool is going to be the most effective. Let's let him check it out. So you might be able to get it done close. You might have to have a flag. You might have to use your rope. I just have to say, get out. He's so close. Yeah, you can do it. Be patient. Come on, out you go. If you start sort of fighting or arguing with your horse, oh, that was a little more controlled. You almost made it. Pat him. Tell them they're just good little horses, you know. Say it's okay. You can make it. Just keep listening to what I'm telling you to do. Otherwise, we've got a problem. So, back up, buddy. Back up. See, Luke knows to back up. And because he has an understanding of that, means that I've got a tool or two. I've got some form of groundwork that should work. If I had to say to myself, like we go back to that idea of being stubborn or something, and we say to ourselves, well, he knows what to do. He knows how to do this. He knows how to back up. He's just not. Yeah, well, there's a reason for it. And we just have to be a little bit understanding of that. So I'm putting a little bit of pressure on him here. So he's going to be a little jittery for it. But what he isn't doing is wheeling around and trying to leave. I want his butt over, actually. I don't really want him going out on a big angle like that. So I'm going to have him come over and then back up again. But this is going to be no different. So I knew this would be a pretty good example for everybody out there that's thinking, how do I get my horse on a trailer? You do it a lot like this. You say, hey, this groundwork works. I know that. You just need to tolerate it. Or listen to it and tolerate what I'm asking you to do. And just have some trust in that. I know you're not going to die. It may be hard, but you can do it. I'm here with you, working on this. Oh, that's a big boy. Lena's calling out. She says, Luke, just get out of the trailer, man. Okay, back up. Back up, not forward. Come on. Land that foot further back. Come on, big guy. There you go. You can do it. Trust me. You're fine. He says, but it scares me. Yeah, I know. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you being scared. That's most of your life. Running around being scared of stuff. Oh, he almost made it out. Just as he was about to step, I reduced a whole bunch of, just stop swinging the rope, stop pressuring him. Here I'm going to let him completely just think and look and wonder how he goes about doing this. And I'm going to gently ask him to back up. Just gentle. He's really set up to make this time. So I'm just going to ask him nice with my direction hand. Pretty soon I need to bring in my drive hand. And watch him. He'll go. I know, man. He's breathing and sniffing, and so just take it easy. So close. Look at that right leg. If you guys, hopefully you guys can see that right leg. I hope YouTube hasn't crashed. A little more pressure. Whoa! He says, I don't have anywhere to put my foot. Yeah, I know. Just get out. Luke, you have to step backwards, not forwards. Come on. A little more pressure. There you go. There you go. There you go. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, Luke, you almost had 2 feet out, buddy. You almost did it. We're doing this the next time for sure. And you'll start to, let me just double check because we don't want to miss this good moment. I'm going to be proud of you, buddy. Something that I want to see too later on. Okay, we're lucky. We're still running. Okay. Covered in hay. How did I get covered in hay? Okay, you ready, pal? This is it. Back up. Back up. This is it. You're going now. There you go. Come on, big guy. They have to know. There's one thing that I learned a long time ago about teaching horses stuff and letting them know that it's okay, is that they have to know that you're going to be patient. They really need that. Come on, buddy, get out. There you go. Oh, you're almost there. Okay, I'm going to put a pile of pressure on you, okay? A little pat on the nose. Here we go. Oh, that a boy. Oh, Lena's calling out. She says, "Good job." Oh, so does Gracie. Okay, all right. So he backed out. That's great. What a success. Let's wander over here a little. I know you're a big boy. You did it. Proud of you. We got to do it again though. One time does not make a pattern. But we should probably clean up your poop. Okay, so Luke's out. Everybody says, "Hey, there's Luke. He finally made it." That looks scary. He says, "You have no idea, guys." It's gonna grab the rake. What I don't really want for my arena, and a lot of people feel this way about their own driveways and stuff, is you don't really want them to mash all this stuff in. It's harder to clean up later. It takes more time. So that's his first time, right? So when it comes to, let's put it under here. Just moving it. So Luke's still with me. You can see he's checking out my back. He's sort of touching lightly with his nose. He's with me. I don't have a freaked out horse. Luke, you can't step on your own line, man. Steps on his line, covers me with sand. Oh, that's okay. I highly encourage you to get your horses used to stepping on their own line, lead line. We do it all the time. We used to just let them run around. Not run around, but walk around and graze with it on. Okay, let's see if he'll load. No problemo. Thanks, buddy. Now I'm going to break his thought process a little, and I'm actually going to lead him out, so I have him turn around. Don't run me over, though. I'll ask him to leave. He'll say, "This, that I can do." He's a little hoppy skippy for me. I'd like to actually work on that, but we won't might not work on all of that today. Up you go, pal. Oh. There, that's what might happen when you're trying to get a horse into a trailer. They go a little sideways and stuff. You know, you should step up a little lighter there, big guy. Okay, so we got him in. We got to back him out again. So I'm going to try a different method to back him out. We'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. Got him out once. And I'm not kidding. This is trailer training 101. You're just work. He says, "No, it's not going to work with you that close to me. You got to use the other method to back me up." Say, "Sure. No problem. Back up. Back up." He says, "I got to go a little sideways." "Sure, well, whatever. Just get out. Come on." Quiet, you didn't scrape your legs or nothing on this one. You were good. There's a little rubber thing on the edge there. You're fine. Oh, there you go, big boy. I'm going to take a pressure off for a second here. Let him think about where he is and what he's up to. He's got to take a look around. You got to let a horse look sometimes, too. Ah, gross. Get out of here. Back up. Out of the trailer before you sneeze on me again. It's just disgusting. Now it's just light pressure. I'm just swinging the rope to let him know that my space is my space. And he needs to kind of back up. No, no, forward, not forward. Come on. You can do it. You did it once. Do it again. Whoa, there you go. Poor Luke. It's hard. So, I'll have him step out in a second here. He's really close. Come on, buddy. You got to back out of a trailer. You can't be a vagrant like you have been up until now. Back up. Get that right foot off, not the left. There you go. Now go. Go. Oh, big boy. No, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Oh, he left. Bummer. I wanted to leave his front feet on. Pedal. Just tell your horse you're such a good horse. Now, see, you don't have to get so worried. Come back on. Up you go. Don't run me over. It's kind of scary. Now, ideally, I'd really like to get it to where I could be in front of him and push him off, but I'm just going to continue with the method that is working at the moment. Back up. Good boy. Back up. Keep thinking. Come on. Back up. Come on. Third time's a charm, buddy. Yeah. Keep going. Oh. If you got to go a little sideways and check it out with your right eye, I'm okay with it. Not your nose, though. Not that far. Okay, keep going. Take your time. Take your time. Come on. Good boy. A little more. Good. Okay, I'm going to put a little pressure on you, okay? Pat you on the forehead. Let you know I really need you out. Yep. You got to go. There you go. Oh, you almost had it. Okay, let's try again. He says, man, that was freaky. Luke, you're going to need to get your butt away from the edge. If you need to just boot Springer one there, you go for it. I'm just kidding. Don't kick Springer. Hey, no, not your nose. Get out. Not forward either. There you go. Good boy. Got a little pet on the forehead there. Okay, let him know he's a big boy. Let you go. Light pressure, heavier, medium right now, a little bit heavier, a little more spinny spin. Out, out, out. Don't come in. There you go. You took a step back. You're a big boy. Pet him. Let him take a breath for a second. Now get out. Out. Come on, buddy. Yeah, you're almost there. Lean into him a little. Put a real pressure on him. There. Well, I think your second one was better than your third, but only by a little bit. Okay. And that, folks, is a little bit of what trailer training looks like. So, for the person who said, man, how do you get a horse onto a trailer that's really, really scared? Well, it'll look a lot like that. Time consuming, patient and quiet work. Okay, take off, go run around or something. There you go. Go with him, Springer. Give him a big hug, he needs it. Okay, I hope YouTube's still running. Buggy app, keeps crashing. It's still running, how about that? Should I work with Springer? I better not. I've been at this for an hour. Oh. So, that's the short version of trailer training. I think I can talk about this because these people never came back, and they deserve to have their story told a little bit, I think. Not they deserve it, but I think the story deserves to be told. Because of the ineffectiveness of the method that was being used. But I had a couple come here, and they had to load their horse back up on a trailer, and one of their methods to get their horse onto the trailer was to put a okay, Luke peeking around. put a chain around its nose, essentially. And I need my drink. Just a moment here, folks. And they were trying to get they're doing some groundwork or learning some stuff about safety here, and brought their horse and gets off just fine. I had a little trouble getting it on, and they explained to me, well, if we just put the chain on, she just hops right on. Because that's what their trainer had told them. And I said, oh, okay. Well, don't you want to not use that maybe? Let's give that a go. But it takes patience and time. Sometimes you don't have it, it's true. And maybe there is another method that's very, very effective, but gives you a dependency, whether it's a little ramp or a chain or a wiffle bat, you're dependent on that thing. The camera's not very level, is it? Let's make it more level. And you're dependent on that aid, that thing that you use, whether it's a chain or wiffle bat or whip or cookies, whatever, doesn't matter. So the short way of doing, another way to put it is the short way of doing it almost always doesn't work or doesn't last. It may work, but it doesn't last. Almost never lasts. So I encourage people to just do it the long way. It may be tedious, and it may look like that. I may spend an hour simply, I'm just doing one thing with this horse. One thing, I'm trying to back him out, like get out of the trailer. Would you just back out? And it took an hour to get him to do that 3 times. And it's a fight, and it's hard for him. He's really got to fight that inside him. He's got to have a little argument with me here and there. And I can tell you for sure that if your groundwork isn't solid, then you won't have a tool to get it done anyways. So trailer training, groundwork is a requirement for trailer training. You got a horse, whatever its problem is, it's been hurt on the trailer, it's had a bad experience in a trailer, it just hates trailers because they're stinky or whatever. They're dark, they're dingy, there's no food, no water, they don't like the way you drive, whatever it is. There's only one way to relieve that problem. And it's exactly what you just saw. Getting on or getting off. So, all right, let's check for any questions. Holy smokes, there's a lot of... Okay. Moving up the line here. Audio is good, little static. Gwen says she caught me live, but it's at work. Yeah, I know. Sometimes when I do these live streams, especially these ones, the Monday one is usually unscheduled. We're trying to schedule Sundays for sure. Next Sunday might be iffy. Might do it in the morning, actually, come to think of it. We'll see. Anyway, so today, totally unscheduled. I used to do nothing but unscheduled ones. Debbie says trying to tune a radio, and I know it's the mic. It's a radio frequency mic. So let's see. If Luke wouldn't bug him, Springer wouldn't move at all. Lazy bones. He is a pretty quiet horse. There he's knocked over a barrel. So good job, buddy. The last couple times I've put Springer out with Luke, they just have been playing so well, running around doing their thing. So they're really nice to watch. Okay, let's see. Is he still acting crazy, Luke? Yeah. Hey, there's Jen. Don't know if she's still here. Carla's listening in her car. Oh, you can just listen to this? That'd be cool. Shelpin says, by the way, do horses learn by observation? That's an excellent question. If you guys have been watching, if anybody here who hasn't been watching for long enough at all, our up here has every paddock able to see what's going on in the arena. And so I count on horses learning through observation, to be honest. So if I'm working or something big and loud and stuff like that, or trailer training, Gracie was watching the whole time, or most of the time. She's eating now, but she was watching. And so I count on the other horses watching and understanding that getting on a trailer is fine, you know. And sometimes when I'll be doing some groundwork with one horse that has never done groundwork before, I'll bring them in while I work another horse that's really good at it. And I believe, yes, 100%, the horses do learn by observation. I did a video on trailer loading with a different horse, and I used Luke as a buddy so they could see. Nexus 863 says, can you use a ramp to load and unload? Huh, what a coincidence. Yeah, I mean, my trailer doesn't have a ramp. I could probably figure something out for this, but it'd be a little iffy. I could set up a ramp that is not connected to the trailer and just is, a couple of triangles on the bottom made out of 2x4s or 4x4s with some reinforced heavy plywood that the horse would climb up to get on, maybe with some tar paper on, not tar paper, but asphalt rolled roofing on it, so for a little bit of grip or whatever. I think Luke's chewing on the truck. Just a second. Oh, there he is. Luke, don't lick the truck, man. Last time they licked the truck, they scratched something. Oh, there's Jen. She says, yes, horses can do that. Or is it body language pressure? We can't see what's going on inside. Oh, no, really? Well, I tried to explain what was going on inside, but really what I'm doing is just backing the horse no different than I back him. So if you see any of my videos on groundwork or how to back a horse, I'm simply doing that. Just doing it with good timing, or hopefully good timing. Okay, so David says, would Springer and Luke's back end put pressure on Luke to stay forward? Yeah, actually he would. It'd be, it's a pain in the butt. I'd say, no thanks, Springer, go away. Mm-hmm. So I had to ask him to leave. It would get in the way. But Luke is the higher horse, so in reality, if he sort of lifted his leg up, then Springer should get out of the way. But, yeah, no, he's a pain in the butt. Go away. Yes, Jen says, I can't check questions, so now she'll be missed. Yes, absolutely. I did check the cell phone primarily to see if the stream was still running, if the video had failed, which it doesn't look like YouTube even failed once this time. What a treat. But if it had failed, I would have had to just stop and come over and reset the God, Luke looks really good. He's looking sharp. Good looking horse. Anyways, I would have to come and reset it. So let's see. Yeah, Jen says, I have a calm horse in there. I've seen some very scary trailer times. It's true. I mean, Jen's she's seen a few here and there. I'd say one of the more scarier times actually was loading up Gracie. We have video of that. I might release that, but I would be, the only reason I'm resistant to release the really bad or really hard ones is because I don't want the horse to look bad. So I've still been thinking about how I would put that out without anybody getting the wrong impression. So I'll think about it. Brenna says, I like because you take your time with luck. I think she says Luke. Yes, you have to be patient. There's so many things that horses are just terrified of. And, the next time I do this with him, it'll be so much better. It'll be way better because I would have ended it on something that makes a lot of sense to them, and off they go. I would have ended on something that makes good sense. It's not a lot of, trouble and pressure and whatnot. So I think it's good. Guys are asking Jen questions. She's being nice about it too. Sorry, there goes my phone. I have to deny that phone call. Let's see. Need here in New Brunswick. Moncton, New Brunswick. New Brunswick? NB. Pretty sure it's New Brunswick. East side of Canada. JD says, I always assumed Luke would be a pro at this. He's a pro at getting on. He's a pro at turning around. And he's a pro at getting off after he's turned around. But he's just absolutely terrible at backing off of a trailer. And you can't see the horses. You might as well look at me. So I'm just chilling out here. I don't know where Zeus is. Probably somewhere. Anyhow, so he is a pro. He's really good at trailering. And he has been for quite a while. But he just can't back, or he hasn't really been able to back. And I've left it. It's my own fault. I've just left it alone, and not really got around to doing it until today. And I was going to do it today, and then that question came up. I thought, well, let's make it a live stream. So here we are. Okay, moving on. What about teaching him on a ramp to start? Oh yes, I already answered that. Gradually making it shorter. It's true. So the idea of making things easier to start is great. If you just can't get it done, I was pretty sure he could get it done. So that's really a judgment call of the person working the horse. And oh, they're coming back up. You can stop looking at me. Check them out. It is a judgment call of the person working them, to where you say, well, I think they can do it. I think I can get this done. But if you feel like, oh man, I don't want to work at this for an hour. I'm going to make this a little easier for both of us. We'll get it done in 20 minutes for sure, because it'll just be a ramp. But you still wouldn't have taught them what you wanted to teach them anyways, and they would just be going down a ramp. Not that that would be bad, but at least you could verify that your groundwork works inside of a trailer, because you might have other issues going on. Luke doesn't have any other issues going on. He just gets on. He's a good boy, a good horse to get on a trailer. So no problems there. So yes, absolutely. I mean, there are definitely cases to, it's not using a shortcut, but it's definitely not getting to your end goal in that session. But I've done that plenty of times, where you get something different done that gets you closer to that goal. So yes, great idea, S. Cannon. Funny the way we can think sometimes. I thought Luke would be pro. Oh, I've already read this. Do you think that a horse's mood or attitude can change with the horses that they are penned with? Oh, yes. The best example I could say, that Jen often quotes, actually, it's a good one, because it's really obvious. Springer's just quietly rubbing his butt on the fence. What's Luke doing, I wonder? The example is Lena, actually. She was in a paddock with this horse that came in named Benny. Benny was amazing. And we feel he taught her how to be much stronger mentally. Because physically she's huge. So there's no reason why she can't be, really big, the main horse around here, other than being a mare. And after hanging around with him, she stopped putting up with any other horse's push or pressure, and became really efficient at telling other horses, whether it was already in there or she got taught it. Yes, I absolutely think that horses are influenced, and their mood and their attitude and their ability to learn and grow or not grow can be defined a little bit by who they're hanging out with most. So I've seen horses stuck on a ramp the same way Luke is stuck. Yeah, when you're looking at doing trailer training, you have to look at it in that you're not making their feet move where you'd like them to move. And the simple concept applies for all training. They need to go where you ask them to in an efficient way. They do it for horses that are higher than them in the hierarchy. I really get nervous about Luke hanging around the truck. Just going to take a quick glance to see if he's messing around. Hey, get off the truck. He says no. So now he's going to be in big trouble. What do you want? Hey, get off. That's a big no-no. Don't mess with the truck. Get out. Go on. Come on. Yes, this means something. It doesn't mean just back up. It means travel on. And that's that. Whip training. Did you guys catch the Sunday one? Worked with Lena and Roni. Whip training. Not for whipping horses. Just getting them used to it. These things are everywhere. Okay, where was I? I was talking about something. Let's see, where are we? Oh, I don't know where I was. Okay, everybody's cheering on Luke. That's where I'm at. 3:23. What time is it now? Holy cow, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, anyway, so let's see if I can see where I might have been. Oh yeah, change of mood. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So if you've got a really solid horse and you've got a really skittish horse, or if you've got a skittish horse and you happen to have a solid horse, put that skittish horse with a solid horse. They'll really bring them down. I mean, Peggy's a great example of that for Gracie. It's way better hanging around with Peggy. So there you go. Let's see. JD says it's like standing at the edge of a high dive. Totally true. If you're on the standing, if you're scared of heights and you don't want to jump into a pool at 30 feet or something like that, somebody says, get off the diving board. You're like, ah. It's just like that. You know, it's not you being stubborn. It's not stubborn. Okay, Denise says, why go backwards? Can get off going the other way. Yes, Luke is an absolute expert at getting off forward. That's not his problem. And I know, as you can see, I know he can get off backwards. He just doesn't. So I need to help him out. So yes, your question, Denise, is why go backwards is because he can't. So my goal. Today was my goal to do that. Horses generally don't like to go butt first for anything because they can't see as good. True enough. Yeah, it's hard to get off of a trailer or go backwards into anything because they get pretty worried. So you have to be cautious of that. The trailer we have, they have to back out. That's good. Yeah, I mean, they should all be able to back out. You're so amazing with Luke. You take your time with him. Thanks, Brenda. Yeah, I try to. And each time we just keep on getting a little bit better. At 3:38, I must have got him off. Everybody's saying woohoo and yay. Good job, Luke. This is why I want a side loading trailer so it's easier for a forward offload. Yeah, I mean, it is. A lot of horses can get really, really used to this. They just take one step off, you know, load. Luke's around the edge of the truck again. I'm gonna have to. Hey, get off of the truck. Go. Go. Get. You're going to be in trouble. Get moving. And he's off. What are you doing to the truck? Why are you nibbling on it? Don't nibble on the truck. Sand all over it. Left the window open as well. Oh. Yeah, sand on the hood. Should probably take the truck out. Or the horses, one or the other. Stay away from the truck. You're a bad horse. I mean, so yeah, different types of trailers. If you don't want to work on it or think it's better not to or it's easier or whatever, so yeah, go for it. But most trailers aren't like that. Most trailers you have to back them up. Okay, here he comes. He goes near the truck one more time. Have to go get him for realsies. Okay, moving on. Oh, Maureen, thank you. Very, very kind of you. Teresa says she's got to go home, or I'll be home in a few minutes. Everyone give Luke a thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Great display of patience. I suspect a lot would just try to muscle a horse out of a trailer. It can be very frustrating working with horses in trailers because it's scary too. And in this case, Luke was he's quite safe. He didn't try to run me over. He didn't push into me. Those ones are the scarier ones. And out of fear, you're really you'll have a chance of losing it that much more. So you have to be very careful. And in turn, a lot of people find themselves physically trying to overpower the horse, which just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Is Spilene Springer left? No, he's here for a long time. But you can't muscle a horse to do much of anything. You just fight, and then you might win that muscle fight, but it's not gonna last. What about for herdbound or sour barn? Same difference. Would you do? Herdbound is hard. It's the same idea in the end. It's horses that don't want to go where you tell them to. So you got to just keep on working and make sure that they're cool being with you. It's not that Luke isn't, herdbound. He likes his buddies and stuff, but if I ask him to go places, he goes with me, and he's a good boy about it mostly. But you just keep reassuring him, let him know that it's safe to be with you. Make a before and after with Gracie after she's done some more training and handle it better. Oh, I already did the trailer training with Gracie. She gets on pretty good. I'll probably check that out, which is what I was going to do today. But we did some trailer training not long after that. I thought I took a video, but maybe I didn't. And she did pretty good. I'll probably refine that, make it a little bit better. But after groundwork was done with her, after she started to lead really well, we gave it another go, and she would come on with me. So I'll probably do another one though. Yeah, the horse won't really look back. Oh, Luke, you're in big trouble. Hey, off the truck. Sorry guys, I have to go chase my horse off the truck. Get off. You, stop worrying. Okay, bye. And that's that. It's off the truck. It's gone the other side. Here they come. Oh, Luke. Gotta go get him again. Oh, there he is. You're lucky, Mr. Brown Pants. Whew, these boys are busy. That's what I mean. Like, Luke is really good for Springer because he encourages him to run around and do stuff. So it's lovely. Yeah, so it's a great idea. If you make a before and after and Gracie starts to look good, then then she'll look good. Horses can start out looking a little rough, but in the end, they just look amazing, hopefully. Look at these guys. Thank you, Teresa, very much. Springer really react to the whip. Is this from past experiences? Don't know, probably. Good question. Horses react to whips if whips are regularly used to make them go. And it's very, very common for free lunging or line lunging. People will carry a whip around and snap it, and the horse will go and they'll stop snapping because the horse is going, and the horse just says, when you snap that, it means I should go. You remember JD says, I remember the Mustang trailer training video. Oh man, that horse was a lot of work. I suppose if your trailer breaks down, you need to use someone else's, then having your horse be able to get in and out different ways would be good. True. Yeah, that's just it. You never know if you're going to need to use somebody else's trailer. And just getting them good with every way, even if you buy a trailer that's different, it's totally cool. But it's just really good for the horse, good for you. Plus, it's another thing that you get to do with them that will hopefully translate into something into the future too. where you might have to get them through something just as troublesome. And you'll already have the experience, or they'll have the experience with you that it's fine. They're going to stay alive and it'll be good. So, anyhow, I think I'm going to end that there, unless you guys have a couple of questions of any sorts. We've gone on almost 2 hours, which is crazy. Oh, here comes a question. Also, recently you wondered if Luke and Gracie communicated something about eye itch. Oh yeah, chewing on the eyeball. I wondered, may sound fringy, if Temple Grandin says they think in images they can communicate this way. It's I don't know. Whew. Oh, Springer, you better get moving, buddy. Build up some of that muscle. He's a good horse. He's a really good boy. Luke's good for him. See, gets him moving, but doesn't pressure him. Right there, actually, was really interesting because Springer just says, hey, man, can I just hang out behind you, beside you? He's going to try again. And then Luke backed up. He says, no. No, he's still backing up, telling him to get moving around. That's so interesting. Okay, the comments popped up again. Would you ever consider adopting a wild Mustang, says JD1203. Yeah, adopting wild Mustangs is a rigorous process a little bit because we're in Canada. And Jen says, check my phone. I can't check my phone. It's YouTube takes it over. I'm almost done here anyways. So yeah, I would, but it's hard to get them into Canada. Plus you have to have some requirements like 5-foot fencing or something like that. You guys, I gotta go. This has gone on so long, but I like the idea. I would like to do it. I have to figure it out. I was talking to somebody about it last year, and we were thinking about somehow maybe being able to organize something to do with Mustangs here in Canada. We haven't figured it out yet. We're thinking about it. I would love to do it. I think Mustangs are amazing. I know I'd probably train it and never let it go because I just absolutely loved the last one. Sad to see it leave. Okay, you guys, thanks for the checking phone message. I'm going to get on that right now. And thanks to everybody telling me to do that. I'm going to end a live stream. So thanks for coming and watching Luke struggle through that. Hopefully that answers it. I'll try to do something shorter a little later tomorrow and talk about trailer training and do a good review of this one. Just sort of cut it down because it just takes too long. So have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever you guys are up to. And I'll see